All right. So, Friday night. Let me get my microphone situated, making sure the audio works. Impromptu live stream. That's what it's all about. Live in the moment. Happy Friday. Hope you had a great week. There's some fireworks right now, all the time. Constant fireworks. I don't know what we're celebrating. So I just wanted to hop on real quick and look at something that is completely out of my realm of expertise. So, hey, there you go. Got some tequila, soda, and kombucha, so it's healthy. Now, I'm not a security guy. So there you go. I'm not a security guy. So someone posted on the Wireshark Reddit today, 9 hours ago, and I've got it up on the screen. You can see it. Something. What's happening? And I don't know. And he included a link to the imager img.ur.whatever site for a screenshot. And so, I just said, if I click on that, are you going to pwn me? Anyway, we're having fun here. So, kudos to this person, BMW E70, for trying to learn. And he has a question about an HTTP request that uses a GET method, and it has a long string encoding file name. Is that a problem? Or is this how an injection, I think he says injection? Command injection attack from malwaretraffic.net. Never heard of it. As I said, I'm not well versed in security things, but you know what? We'll play with it. We'll look at it. It's packets. So let's see what we can find. So I asked him about it. He gave me a link. I said, you know what? Let's look at it live. I started poking at it a little bit and realized, what am I doing? It's Friday night by myself looking at packets. The least I can do is do it for you. So this is the site, and I'm sure security folks are probably aware of this. If you're into this kind of thing, it appears to be a lot of exercises and whatnot, which is very cool if you're into this area of the industry. So I downloaded this pcap, right? And you can do it. You can go right here. If you want to follow along, you're more than welcome to. Go to Reddit, go to the Wireshark subreddit, scroll down, click on this link. You'll come here, click on this link, and it is password protected. You just go to the About page. I think the password is infected. So there's a nice meme, very funny. It gives you some information about the environment. And then this is an exercise, right? There's questions. The point is to learn. It says, which two clients are Windows hosts and what are the associated user account names? All right, I think maybe that's something I could do. That's not specifically related to, it is security. Okay, so here's the pcap. I have opened it. I'm going to take out some of these columns because we're not doing TCP analysis. Here we are. I'm interested to know what's in here just at a glance. So this is what I usually do when I get a pcap and I don't know what's in it. Capture file properties. This pcap covers the time span of 47 minutes and 46 seconds. There's 57,000 packets. Okay. But more interestingly for me, I want to look at conversations. How many TCP? Oh, okay, there's a few. 739 TCP conversations occur in this file. Now, it looks like address A and address A is only a few. 10.0.0.149, 167, and 202. And then that's just a connection back in to the 167, which, red flag? I don't know. Could be. So there's only 3 hosts. So 2 of them are apparently Windows. That shouldn't be too hard to figure out. If they're Windows, maybe they're doing SMB protocol on port 445, TCP port 445, 1 too many equals. Ta-da, there are some. So here's a SYN packet, which is the beginning of a TCP connection to 10.0.0.10. That's probably, was that in the, where was that? No, that's the domain controller. So there you go. Makes sense. Connecting on 445, that is the port that we do SMB Windows E talking on. So there's one. Do we want to find the other one real quick? Well, we don't have to look far, look right above it. 167, this is SMB traffic. But if we want to get a little whatever about it, we could say, okay, well, which clients on this network are initiating connections to port 445? And that'll, so many fireworks. That won't be definitive, to be honest, because it could be a Mac or something that supports SMB that's not Windows. Let's have a look. So we'll do and TCP.flags. I'm looking over my microphone, equal 2. That means only show me packets with the SYN bit set, right? I'm only getting SYN packets. The first packet in the 3-way handshake of a TCP connection. If I had done, and sometimes you want to do this, TCP flags.syn equal 1, show me all packets where the SYN flag is set, I'm going to get the SYN and the SYN-ACK, right? Here's a SYN, here's a SYN-ACK, here's a SYN-ACK. And I'm not interested in that at this particular time. So let's just look at this. So if we go into the TCP header, the flags, let's pull out the old packet drawer. The TCP flags cover these bits. Sorry. These bits. There are, I forget how many bits there are. This many bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bits. Right? So in binary, if you set a flag, it gives the flags a value. All these bits put together will create an integer depending on which ones are set, right? So if only the send flag is set, the value of the entire flags field is 2. That's why I did TCP flags equal 2. So we have 1.167 and 0.149. If we scroll down, there's clearly some stuff happening on this network, but we're not here to troubleshoot. And we want to clean it up even more. We can take out any packets that have TCP analysis flags set. So we could do and not. Oh man, I'm so bad about hitting the caps lock on this keyboard because I am not a good typer. TCP.analysis flags. Should clean it up. There we go. Those are the only 2 hosts that are initiating connections to 445. So I would say the exercise states find the 2 hosts that are Windows. Well, this is probably them. So what was the second part? Where am I looking? Find the usernames. Find the usernames. So let's do SMB protocol. And this will be, we'll see what we find. Negotiate protocol request from, let's get rid of the bytes. I don't care about that. Negotiate protocol request coming from this 167 client. And if we look, okay, so if you saw my video on SMB, Netgear, the little NAS, you know, just by looking at these dialects that are advertised in the negotiate protocol request, this host has SMB1 disabled. Bad. That's not good. That is a security concern if you are a security professional. This one, that's weird. Is it or not? Why do you keep doing that? This guy only has SMB1 enabled. So NTLM, if you look at a host, actually, where's the other one? This isn't terribly useful. Whoa. Here's the other guy, 149. Here's his negotiate protocol request. He has the same ones, or she, I don't know. It has the same, it clearly has SMB1 enabled because all these dialects are different versions of SMB1. They're ancient. NTLM 0.12 is the most recent. So if you saw my video with Windows 10, it only gives these bottom 3. The latest version of SMB1, SMB2, and then future newer versions. So this one will do SMB2 and SMB3 according to this negotiate protocol request. The .167 only does SMB1. Huge red flag if you're managing a network. Okay, what were we looking for? The what did I say? The users. There's a user field. So the user field, I think depending on the authentication method, will potentially quickly get out of my current knowledge. I'm trying to get more familiar with SMB so I can make some more videos. That's one reason why I jumped on this. But using NTLM authentication, that is done in the session setup index request, which comes after the negotiate protocol. You can Google, I don't think I have a tab up right now that has, the steps in the first, little dance of SMB. So We know somewhere in here there's a user field, so let's go find it. Username is null, but that's okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to right click. We're going to do prepare as filter selected. And we don't want to match it to where it's set to a particular value. We just want to find any packet that has this field. Ta-da! Alyssa Fitzgerald. Elmer O'Brien. Okay, there you go. There are the usernames. Let's go back and look at the other exercises they wanted us to do. So, which two clients? Done. What are their associated user account names? Done. Which of these two Windows hosts was infected? Okay, now, I cheated on this one, essentially, because we looked at the post by our friend BMW E70, and his picture has got like, hey, so here's the injection thing that I'm asking about. And we can see it's a GET request to spool /8888.png, blah, blah, blah. So we have an idea that that's likely a problem. But let's have a look. If we know that the attack vector is port 80 or whatever this is, if not the attack vector, we don't know. I don't know what the attack vector is. But if the signature of malware is this GET request, then we know port 80 is involved. So let's look at, what should we look at? Let's just do http.requests. Let's look at any requests. Well, there's no S. Okay, let's take out TCP length. And that's more or less readable, right? I think so. Okay, well, here are all the GET requests. I'm going to ignore these broadcast msearch. And right away, we see some GETs. This is a WordPress site. WP-content means it's WordPress. And this is for, if you open this up, you can look at the host. And this is ubuntugeek.com. It's probably okay, would be my guess. So we can scroll down more WordPress. More WordPress. Oh, look, here's one of our baddies. So this is, as far as we know, this is a GET request that signifies malware to a host called atn24live.com. Now, is this a bad actor? Is this a bad site? I mean, we could Google it, atn24live.com, and we could, I guess, Google the file name to see what comes up. Let me find my browser. Oh, this is the browser. So, what was it? atn24live.com. Now, I don't want to go there because it could be bad news. Let's do 8888.png and see what comes up. URL hosts. I mean, I did kind of look at some of these. I mean, these are just databases, right? So, meaning we have seen this URL and it has been associated with a malware download. So yeah, not great. Now it says tags are Quake, bot. I don't know what that is. SPX 103. We could dive deeper and Google more. Maybe that's what the malware is. Maybe it's Qakbot. How do you, Qakbot? Right. So let me go back to Wireshark. All right, so that's fine. This is the GET. There's eating well. So I would want to, if you're looking at this, trying to find more problem stuff, like what's good, what's bad, you could filter out host names. Like this is eating, where is it at? Host, and that's all recipes. You could start filtering out stuff that you don't want to see. And and I'll do it just for demonstration purposes. But so if we want to do show me the requests and where the host name contains eating. Let's also do the refer, right? Because if you go to a website and then it sends you to something like, actually, does it say the refer? Where's the refer? I'm pointing at the screen like, yeah, eating well. The refer is eating well as well. So then we can do or http.referer contains eating. We're going to put the whole thing in parentheses and then say not. That's going to filter out any HTTP traffic to that site or anything that was referred from that site. Maybe, and you can just keep adding on if you're trying to dig through, just scores of stuff. That's one way to do it. Okay, so now I see these GET requests, but what happens on the GET request, right? So if I right click and I do follow TCP stream, I can see it says, okay, get this request, whatever this is, it was found. Cloudflare, and then it says found, but oh, it's moved over to here to CGI sys suspended page. So we don't have that. That's just one connection. So let's just do HTTP. Let's see the gets and the requests. So we said, okay, give me this thing from ATN24 Live, which is front-ended by Cloudflare. And it said, you know what? We've got it, but go look over here to this suspendedpage.cgi, and then that returned a 200.ok. And if we want, we can look at the text on that one, which I think based on the URL, we kind of know what it's gonna be. So there's some CSS stuff, background image, and it says account suspended. So that's a dead end. If your malware running on this a Qakbot, maybe someone knows what it is. If you're a bot malware trying to download something, maybe it's just the first part and now I need to download a rootkit or I don't know, whatever the malware is, I got to go get it. And so I know as malware, I know maybe some places to go get it. And I tried this one. This is a host that we've infected before or we own before. And we went to try to get it. Well, Cloudflare, whoever found it and quarantined it, that one's no longer good for us. So, I mean, we can kind of see that, yeah, all right. So then we try another one. This is, I don't even know what this is, BG142 calyphs.my, and we got forbidden. So that one's dead to us. We try this one, which is afsholdings.com. And then .my. Internal server error. That one's dead to us. Oh, wait. Then we get this one, which is alphapioneer.com. User agent is Laura Conf. That might be interesting. I don't know what that is. You could Google that because the user agent is the malware, right? So that could be a clue into what this malware is. It comes back with an image PNG file. This could be, what is this one? Get success.txt. I don't know what that is. Detect Firefox. That's not it. I don't think that's that important. So this returned something. And Wireshark can't decode the payload as a PNG. So let's right click, follow TCP stream. And we've got get our malware from alphapioneer.com, which is just the malware just going down a list of URLs trying to find, bring in the mothership, and we hit pay dirt. This program cannot be run in DOS mode is a string in the binary that came back. Do you think that's a text file? I mean, an image file? So a bunch of stuff. We can find something interesting in this, something that decodes as a string. Now, if you have like a sandbox, you could extract this, right? And you could try to run it in a sandbox to see what it is, what it does, or not run it and just do some, decompiler or whatever the tools are that security people use. I don't know. Oh, there's something here at the end. We're not going to look at all that, but there's definitely more text at the end. And you need a new version of AVPack pre-setup commands. So it's clearly, some kind of, binary that wants to run. Microsoft Connection Manager profile installer. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. This is definitely not like a funny cat picture that they downloaded. So from there, oh, I forgot. They had another thing here that was text alerts. So I downloaded that. Do I still have it open? Maybe I don't. Which one was it? Here it is. So I guess this is like alerts from Windows. And we see DNS name error. And then like the fourth one down, malware Windows executable sent when remote host claims it was an image. And the server was 119.31. Was that the one that we found? Sure is, 119.31. So Windows caught it. I don't know if there's anything else. Buffer over. Okay, web client, JPEG rendering buffer overflow. That's a different host, so that may just be web bug, GIF attempt. This was a PNG, not a GIF, and do we see anything else from 119? No. But once this is downloaded and it's executed, then it's maybe going to go out and talk to other servers. I don't know. So I don't know what this is. Maybe it's Qakbot is a malware. That was the final thing, right? Yeah, the last question of the exercise is what type of malware was the Windows host infected with? I'm sorry, I haven't even paid attention to the chat. No, there's not. Yeah, there's. Hey, Dan, how's it going? Yeah, run this in a VM if you want. Something that's, quote, safe. Figure out what it is. Play with it. But anyway, that was just poking at this for a little bit. Not a security guy. I know that, some very basics, right? What I've said today is like the extent of my knowledge, but I understand packets and I know how to Google. With those two skills, you can do a whole lot. So that's great. That was fun. I'll finish my drink. Hope you all have a good Friday night and weekend. Sneak peek. Today I did a little test to be able to Skype in a guest. And where is I took a little picture, little screen cap of the test. It's in pictures. So I'm going to have Hansang Bei on the stream in 2 weeks, July 10th. He is one of the best technology packet minds that I know. I've learned a ton from him, so he'll be on. It'll be interview style. We'll probably be looking at packets necessarily, but he is planning to do a TCP course, all free on his YouTube channel. So his YouTube channel, Hansang Bei, you can see his name right here. Go find it. Go subscribe. We're going to talk in 2 weeks live on the channel. So anyway, have a great Friday night. It's good to see you, and we will talk again soon.